Hello and welcome back to Amputated on Footolas. My name's David and this week I thought I would talk a little bit about accomplishments and some great things people have done with loss of limbs and some of my own accomplishments, I guess, as well. So I had got this book here a few years ago, and this is about a guy called Mark, and he has actually 2 below knee amputations, and even though he only had, well, half his legs, he actually managed to climb Mount Everest, the tallest mountain in the world, and that is such an incredible accomplishment, I must say, because I myself have done my fair share of hiking and tramping around mountains, and I gotta say, I don't think I could ever accomplish something like that, because it is quite difficult. I mean, you can see the hill. You can see him standing there with both his legs, well, both his prosthetics there, and that side of the hill there. That would just be so difficult to even just climb up. I mean, yeah. But gotta give it to him. I mean, that is such an amazing thing to do, and yeah. So just also would like to say, I mean, if you're someone who recently or newly have lost a limb out there and you're sort of struggling with it and thinking, I'm never going to be able to do the things I've done before, I'm never going to be able to, you know, do anything again, just don't think like that. Sort of step back. I mean, so many people with loss of limbs have done such amazing things and have even surpassed those with all their limbs. So don't ever let it hold you back. I mean, if there's something you want to accomplish, just go out and do it. I mean, you may have to work harder, you may have to do things differently and do stuff how you find it easiest to do. That may be the hardest part, but you can get out there and accomplish such amazing things. I mean, I myself actually have done ballroom and Latin American dancing up to gold level, which is like, I think the second below the highest level, like the whole highest level is gold bar, which I would love to get back into dancing and achieve that, which would be awesome. But yeah, I always sort of question myself because I never think it's that amazing that I did dancing. I mean, my mum sort of started off for me because, you know, when I was younger, I think I was about 9, you know, I had trouble with walking with my balance and stuff like that. And yeah, so my mum said, hey, get into dancing, and I was questioning it at first, didn't really want to do it, but I started it and I loved it and did it ever since, and it was such an enjoyable experience to do. And yeah, but I always just sort of see myself, I never actually saw it as such a big accomplishment that I danced, because I mean, oh well, it's just dancing. But through the years and of doing it, I mean, you know, and gradually working my way up each level, doing the medals tests and getting them, I guess, like I saw, you know, seeing people with 2 legs unable to do it, you know, like, you know, I'd go every week and, you know, dance, and I would be able to pick up the steps in that one lesson, and, you know, had other people would take them a few weeks. I mean, yeah, that's okay, people learn different rates, but I never really looked at it in a way that it was such an amazing thing until probably I sort of finished my gold level and went, wow, I actually managed to do that. You know, actually dance a gold level dance and pass, I think I got over 90% in all my dances, because, you know, they're marked by a proper person who, I suppose, you know, has known dancing their whole life, and, you know, they're quite strict on the marking, and, you know, so, yeah, I mean, it was probably, you know, amazing thing I found. And I have a video for you, so if you'd like to see it, I'll put the link in the description below of me dancing my gold level. I believe it's my gold level I got up here. But yeah, so, yeah, I mean, having an artificial leg, having an artificial limb of any kind does not hold you back from anything. You can do everything, and probably even sometimes, some cases more than those with all their limbs. So I mean, yeah, and especially with how incredible the limbs are getting these days. I mean, this was quite a few years ago now, 2002, well, just after 2002, I think. I mean, this guy did this with some pretty high-tech legs. Pretty awesome stuff. I mean, you can see the foot there he has. I mean, that's pretty cool, and they're just going to get more amazing and probably even more realistic with this technology, and medicine gets better, and yeah, so things they're doing these days are pretty incredible. I mean, I basically just got sort of a basic leg, but even that, I mean, it's pretty incredible, because I do remember my very first limbs, like the foot would just be a solid rubber plastic sort of mould that they had literally glued on in the end. I think I've mentioned that before. And nowadays actually, you know, have proper built-in metal sort of springs and flex, even just, you know, the normal foots do that. So that's actually pretty cool. I mean, looking into it. And I hope I probably am going to do quite a bit more research on it so I can share more with you, because I'll admit, even though I've had this most of my life, I know very little about the artificial limbs, and I guess I mean the range out there. I mean, I know there's the running ones, and then I think the other ones, you know, you get ankle joints, which you can sort of lock in place if you're not sort of using it, but then you can sort of unlock, and they have just a slight bend and move to them in some ways. So yeah, I mean, I'll probably do some more research onto that and let you know more. I mean, if there's more you would like to know, let me know. If you have any questions for me, please ask them below, and I shall get back to you in my next video for you and answer them. I'm happy to happy to answer any questions you have. I mean, feel free. So yeah, yeah, that's all I have for you today. I hope you've enjoyed that and maybe inspired some people out there, which would be pretty great, pretty awesome. And yeah, have a lovely week and see you next time. Goodbye.